is where to go to buy and become auto-registered. Okay, Cliff in Camdenton, Missouri, great to have you on the program. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Rush. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you very much.
I am the founder of the Camdenton Tea Party. We're almost about 800 to 1,000 strong. I also founded the Lake Erie Conservative Club out here, and I take a little different view on Mr. Akin. He has spoken at a few of our tea parties. We have met with him privately over issues in Washington, and I find him to be an absolutely wonderful, caring, thoughtful representative out here for the folks in Missouri.
Now, you say you're a Tea Party from Camdenton. Akin technically is not a Tea Party candidate, though.
He's not, but that's what's being reported on the mainstream media, that he is a Tea Party candidate from Missouri, and there's been several. The people voting for him here across the map in Missouri, the Tea Partiers, they're all over the place. There is no one candidate that they particularly fell in love with. I didn't even vote for Akin in the primary. But what I do know is that he's got a wonderful family. His wife is terrific. He's caring. He has 2 daughters. He has 2 sons that are Marine Corps officers that serve overseas. And what I simply say, he said something very stupid, and he immediately came and apologized, sincerely apologized, I believe. And I think at some point you have to take a look at the totality of the man's record, his service, his family, and his honesty. And I think the Senatorial Republican Committee ought to get a backbone. They threw him overboard yesterday like they do with the GOP. Nobody's better than eating their own than the GOP is.
That's not going to change. I don't care what you say or think. George Allen is the latest to come out and ask for or call for Akin to step down. George Allen of Macaca, incident.
Let me give you a list.
I think there's a letter that's just gone out in the state of Missouri that John Ashcroft has put his name to. High political officials, Republican officials in Missouri, calling on Akin to quit. And Ashcroft is a powerful name on that letter, as you would know.
And we don't want John Ashcroft. We want a conservative senator, at least one from the state of Missouri. And I think Senator Blunt ought to stay out of the issue.
Well, he's not.
Ashcroft,
he's in there.
I know he's not, but he should.
Well, it's too late for that. I mean, they're all in there. I mean, this is a tidal wave now.
You know, we're 2 months from the election, Rush. There's plenty of time for Mr. Akin, who has a great
I know.
record.
And at the end of the day, Claire McCaskill is still stupid, too. And Claire McCaskill still voted for Obamacare. And Missourians still hate Obamacare. And nothing's changed about Claire McCaskill. There is nothing. She voted for Obamacare. Missourians don't want any part of Obamacare. And most Missourians don't want any part of Claire McCaskill anymore.
That's true. 71% of the folks here in Missouri voted against Obamacare when it came up for a referendum here in the state of Missouri. And we're not going to forget that. But I think the GOP is too reactionary about this. They're too concerned about losing this race. And I think Mr. Akin is still very much in this race. I think he's done the right things by coming forward and acknowledging he said something very stupid.
All right.
And I think the GOP needs to move on from there. Let's get behind the candidate.
Well, they're not.
Get beyond this.
They're not going to do that. I mean, that's not going to happen. In fact, Blunt, Senator Ashcroft, Kit Bond, Danforth, Jim Talent, they've all now called for Akin to go. That was just tweeted. And there's a letter that's going around with many of those same names having signed the letter suggesting that the prudent thing for Todd Akin to do is to withdraw from the race. I appreciate the call, Cliff, very much. We got to go. Quick time out. Don't go away, folks. We will be right back.